some of the things they said tonight sounded pretty illegal to me. You know, when she got confronted at the end of the night, she said, "I feel like I need a lawyer." To me, what that says is, I think I did something illegal.
So what was she trying to convince you to do?
Well, they sat down and essentially offered to pay us, you know, tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to disrupt the inauguration with potentially violence.
Like Breakthrough Development Group says, you know, we're giving you the check for $100,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you guys send that money to ATA, right? My group. Or do you want to send it to the other group?
No matter the logistics, if he says that's what he wants, are you guys going to do?
Which part of it though? Like if he says, like I just want to be clear, like
actual action.
Right. So let's say what you're asking for. Let's boilerplate, right? He says, I'll give you $100,000 to shut down a bridge, incite a riot, and make sure that we hack the media narrative on inauguration.
Yeah,
Is that the kind of?
You said you could do stuff like that, and he says he likes it. Would you actually do that?
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I would say about it is, like, I didn't say that we would do all of those things because, like, we're a very non-violent organization.
They're trying to pay people to break the law at inauguration. That is against the law.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if they had found someone who actually does have some sort of violent tendency. The promise of the money could lead someone to take actions that could get someone hurt or killed.
Aha, that is illegal in the District of Columbia. Like, you can't essentially conspire with people to get them to break the law. It's like U.S. Code 373 or something like that. Again, I'm not.
You already looked it up? It's only been a few hours.
Oh, we looked it up beforehand.
Because you knew what they were going to be looking to.
We knew what they were going to do.
So you think that if you had said yes, that they would have come up with the cash so that you could disrupt the inauguration potentially in a violent way?
Well, I think what's interesting about them is they actually do come through with the cash. You know, in previous things that the Project Veritas people have done, they've actually transferred substantial amounts of money. And normally they get to edit the video. They get to edit out their part. But the reality is this time we have their part on film. So they can't edit it out this time.
Do you find any moral ambiguity in using these tactics?
Well, the beauty about what we're doing is I could tell the truth. She lied about who she is. She gave me a fake name. She was there under false pretenses. And she was the one who said that she would provide financial support to committing illegal acts. I did not know such thing.
And so, you know, I just want to get clear on that because honestly, I don't know.
He knows what he wants, ...
You know, he knows what he wants, and he knows what he wants to spend. And she trails off, and then Ryan goes, and so.
What I want from you is kind of what is his expectation? Like, what does he want to see?
She would ask a question, right? Like, well, what do you want to do? And I'd be like, well, I want to make sure that whatever we do is what you want us to do, right? So that she would be the person committing to it, right? So it's very spy versus spy, right? It's like she's trying to get me to, like, say on video that she's recording, you know, that I'm going to do these things, right? But I know that she's videoing me. And at one point, it's like, you know, is this what you want to pay to see happen? Do you want violence and disruption at the inauguration? And she's like, yeah, that's what we want. And it's like, if it were just her video getting released, I'm pretty sure that part wouldn't be in there. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a part in every one of these other videos that James O'Keefe and Project Veritas have done where they screw over some innocent person and they don't release the whole video.
People like O'Keefe, it's a journalistic problem for me because I want to get the truth out. And I would never cut together audio, video of anyone, even if they were a political opponent, that was false. I want to expose people doing bad things. I don't want to entrap people doing good things. Or doing, you know, just exercising their own political beliefs. I think it's wrong.
And undercover has its place sometimes, but it's also.
But you go undercover to get the truth.
Right,
you don't go
editing
undercover.
with undercover is just bullshit.
You don't go undercover to frame someone. It's against everything that I believe in politically, journalistically, just like as a human being.
And the guy that was confronting her, who sat down at the table with us, was like, why do you feel like you need a lawyer? You know, if you're not breaking the law, why do you think you need a lawyer?
Was that right after she realized that she had been...
Yeah, exactly. Like, so we're sitting at the table, and then the other guy comes and sits down, and the young lady sits down next to me, and it looks like a very serious situation. And he starts putting photos on the table, and he says, do you recognize these photos? And they're photos of her in different disguises that she's used. And she literally said, no, I don't recognize those photos. It's literally a photo of her. The young lady sitting next to me goes, we know who you are, and we know what you're doing. And she's like, I want to talk to a lawyer.
So she probably thought she was being busted by law enforcement at that very moment.
Yeah, if I was her, I would think it was like the FBI or something. I mean, I don't know what she was thinking.
How did she figure out that you're just... Who are you guys? You're activists.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she ever got to that point. So she's trying to, like, get the fuck out of Dodge, right? And we're like, no, you gotta go pay before you go, right? So this totally slows her up. And then by the time she gets out the door, like, we have a camera crew waiting for her, like paparazzi style, like lights, camera, action.
Do you think that it's okay to pay people to commit crimes? Isn't that what you do? You set people up that way? You offer money to them to commit crimes? You know that's illegal, right?